Best marketing automation software for financial services and banks in 2026. If you run marketing for a bank, credit union, or financial services firm, you're working under a different rulebook than other industries. You're balancing FINRA and SEC requirements, privacy expectations, and internal compliance reviews on top of the actual job. Generic marketing automation platforms weren't necessarily designed for any of that. In this video, we'll break down what to look for in marketing automation software for financial services and banks, and we'll spotlight one of the strongest options in the category, the emfluence marketing platform, to show you what great looks like. This episode is sponsored by emfluence, but as always, we're keeping things fair, data-backed, and buyer first. Let's dive in. What matters in marketing automation software for financial services and banks? Most marketing automation tools were built for SaaS, e-commerce, or general B2B, then adapted for regulated industries later. For banks and credit unions, that retrofit usually shows up as missing archiving features, weak access controls, and personalization tactics that won't pass a compliance review. Here's what consistently matters most when you're evaluating marketing automation software for financial services and banks specifically: regulatory archiving and audit readiness. If your team has to manually pull archives or rely on a separate compliance tool, you'll feel it the first time legal asks for a campaign from 18 months ago. Look for a platform that can provide the evidence and documentation when necessary when required. Secure, compliant data handling. Look for SOC 1 and SOC 2 audited data centers and SSAE 16 compliant infrastructure with encrypted data sync aligned to GLBA expectations. This is table stakes for handling member or customer data, and any platform that can't speak fluently about these standards is the wrong fit. Marketing safe personalization. Customers and members expect relevant communication, but financial regulations limit how account level data can be used in marketing. The right platform supports segmentation based on marketing safe engagement signals and declared preferences, not raw account or transaction data, so you can stay relevant without crossing a compliance line. Controlled access across branches and product teams. Deposits, lending, cards, investments, branches, and contact centers all need to communicate, but they shouldn't all have the same permissions. User-level access controls, shared templates, and approval workflows let you centralize brand and compliance oversight while still giving teams flexibility to execute. Lifecycle automation for member and customer journeys. Onboarding new accounts, walking borrowers through a loan, promoting digital banking adoption, and running financial wellness programs are all repeatable workflows. Your platform should automate these sequences across email and SMS, triggered by behavioral signals like form submissions, appointment scheduling, or service requests. Spotlight on the emfluence marketing platform, built for compliance-aware financial marketing. Today's sponsor, Emfluence, is built for the realities of regulated financial communication. It holds a 89% user satisfaction rating across 171 reviews on SelectHub, and counts financial institutions like Community Choice Credit Union, Capital Federal, and Community America among its reference customers. Here's where the emfluence marketing platform stands out for banks, credit unions, and financial services teams specifically. Compliance infrastructure that's built in. This is where emfluence separates itself from generic marketing automation. The platform can help provide the evidence and documentation necessary for audits by FINRA and the SEC. Data transfers happen through an encrypted data sync process aligned with GLBA privacy and safeguarding expectations. And the platform operates in SSAE 16 compliant, SOC 1 and SOC 2 audited data centers. Plus, user-level permissions and approval workflows are built in to support internal governance. Where most tools treat compliance as a checkbox, this is Emfluence's core benefit: coordinated communication across product lines and branches. Financial organizations manage messaging for deposits, loans, cards, investments, and digital banking, each with different audiences, regulatory considerations, and stakeholders. Emfluence centralizes this through shared templates, controlled access, and approval workflows, so branches, lending teams, and product marketers stay aligned without slowing each other down. That structure is what keeps a credit union with 12 branches from sending 12 different versions of the same auto loan promotion. Lifecycle automation designed for banking journeys. Emfluence supports core workflows that financial marketers count on: new account and member onboarding sequences that introduce digital banking tools, loan and mortgage education from inquiry through post-close, product adoption and cross-sell campaigns for cards, savings, insurance, and investment services, and financial wellness program promotion with automated invitations, reminders, and follow-ups. Behavior-triggered follow-ups can fire on email, SMS, or both based on marketing-safe signals like loan inquiries, form submissions, appointment scheduling, or service requests. Engagement insights without surveillance overhead. Rather than scattering campaign data across separate tools, Emfluence consolidates engagement signals: what's resonating, who's engaging, where follow-up is needed, in one place. That makes it easier for marketing to support acquisition, cross-sell, and retention without dragging IT or compliance into every dashboard request. In summary, the Emfluence marketing platform is a strong fit if you market for a bank, credit union, or financial services organization, you need to provide the evidence and documentation necessary for regulators, you handle member or customer data subject to GLBA expectations, you're coordinating outreach across branches, product lines, or lending teams, you want to automate onboarding, loan education, and cross-sell journeys, you need controlled access and approval workflows across internal teams. For community banks, credit unions, and mid-market financial services teams that need real marketing automation without compromising on compliance, it's one of the most purpose-built marketing automation platforms for financial services and banks on the market today. To see how the Emfluence marketing platform handles compliant financial outreach and whether it's the right fit for your institution, schedule a demo through the links in the description. I'm Devin Hennig with SelectHub. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.